Alright, so you're all welcome to my YouTube channel. This training is actually meant for those who are still new to the use of Protastructure software and robot structural analysis software. But more importantly, we are going to be comparing the analysis and design results of Protastructure software with that of robot structural analysis software. So if you are still new to the use of the both softwares, this training is actually meant for you, and also for those who wish to sharpen their knowledge in the use of these two softwares. They can equally follow this training step by step. Please also, as we go on with this training, please don't forget to like my channel and subscribe to it for more updates. In order to make this training interesting and to help your understanding, this training has been divided into different episodes. So in this episode, we are going to be preparing the general arrangement plan. So please follow me step by step. So these are the architectural drawings. I have the ground floor plan, the first floor plan, and the elevations and the sections. Alright, so I'm going to copy this drawing. Just copy the drawing here. Alright, we can actually open a new AutoCAD interface. We can open a new AutoCAD interface like this. Then we can copy this. Just say copy, and let's drop this into the new AutoCAD interface like this. Alright, so we start by deleting all unnecessary information. Like for now, I want to remove these dimensions, so I'm going to select one, right click, then select similar and press delete from your keyboard. I can select this, select similar, then press delete, select similar and press delete. Click, select similar, press delete, select similar, press delete from your keyboard. So I will delete this as well. So this is the ground floor and this is the first floor plan. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I will have to start modeling the columns from the ground floor. So I will go to the layer properties. I will click on this, then go to new layer, then I will just type ground floor columns. Then I will click somewhere else, then I will close this. Then I will go to the layer property, look for the ground floor column, then I will change this color to, let's say, this. Okay, then I will go to polyline and I will start to model my column. Make sure the orthogonal line is, the orthogonal command is on. Then I will go like this, 230. I want my column to be 230 by 230. Then see, that's close. Alright, so I can also arch this column. I will just press H8 from my keyboard, then go to hatch. Then I will go for solid hatch. I will change the color to this, then I will click here, then enter. So now this is my column, 230 by 230. So I will be dropping the column into different positions. So I will select this, then go to copy selection, I will pick this corner. I can switch up the orthogonal now. Then I will drop one column here. I will drop one here. Escape. I can select again, copy selection, pick this corner, then I can drop a column here. Alright, so I want to drop another column here and I want it to align with this other one. So what am I going to do? I'm going to draw a line, just a temporary line from here. Make sure this is on. I want to have a perfect straight line. So I'm going to select this, copy selection, then I will pick this corner on a straight line. Can you see? And so I will carefully drop my column here. Actually, I want this column to align with this one. I want a perfect straight beam by the time I want to model the beam. Alright, so I can equally continue and say copy selection, then I can switch off this for now. So I can drop a column at this corner. I can drop a column at this corner. I can drop a column here. I can drop a column at this corner. I can drop a column here, and I can drop a column at this corner. Also, I will like to have a column here, so I will go back here, right click, copy selection, then I will drop a column here. So now in the same way I want to have a column that would align with this one, so I will just draw a straight line like this, then I will click on this, copy selection, click this corner, then you drop this here. Alright, so now these are my ground floor columns. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to place the ground floor columns on the first floor architectural plan. So I'm going to select these columns, then I'm going to copy selection. Oh, sorry, before then I will select one column, then select similar, and all the columns will be selected. So I will now go to copy selection, then I will go to a common area, that is an area that is common to the ground floor and the first floor architectural plan. So I will pick this corner, then I will switch off this orthogonal, then I will pick this same point on the first floor plan, then escape. Now I have successfully placed my ground floor columns on the first floor architectural plan. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to check which column can continue through the first floor architectural plan. As you can see, most of the columns cannot continue through the first floor because this is a room at the upper floor, so this column cannot continue. So in this case I will have to introduce what is called floating columns. You will have a better understanding by the time we go into the modeling of the structural members. For now, just follow me step by step. Then now I'm going to do something. I'm going to draw a straight line. Before then, I'm going to make another layer, and I'm going to call it first floor columns. Right, so click anywhere, then you close this, then I will go to first floor columns, then I will change the color possibly to green. Yeah, okay, so I will go to let me pick a line, or better still I can draw a construction line, then like this. Okay. Alright, so I can draw another construction line, but this time around it's going to be vertical, like this, like this. Alright, now I'm going to model the first floor columns. Since this column cannot continue through the first floor, I need to model a column that would continue from the first floor to the roof level. So what am I going to do? I will go to polyline again, then I will make sure this is on, then 230 again, enter 230, press enter, write 230, press enter, then C to close up the column. So I'm going to hatch it again, so I will go to HA, that's a hatch, then I will go to solid hatch, then hatch the inside, but this time around I want to change the color to green, so I have green, to enter. So now this is my first floor column, so I will start to drop the first floor columns into their locations. So I will copy this, then I will go to copy selection, I will pick this corner, I will switch this off, then I will drop this here, so that when this very column terminates, this other one will continue to the roof level. So I will drop another one here. Here I am going to drop a column here. For the purpose of this training, it's possible to drop the column in a different location, but as far as this training is concerned, I'm going to drop the column here. I know this is a window area, but this window can as well be shifted downwards a bit. So I'm going to drop the column here while we can, reposition this window. So I will do the same thing here. So this window can as well shift a little downward so as to accommodate this column. So here I'm going to have a column here, I'm going to have a column here, then there will be a column here, there will be a column here, there will be a column here, a column here. This place, I'm going to move this, move to this place. Alright, here I will drop a column here, so this window can shift to the right. So I will pick a column, then copy selection, let me see which side to pick. Okay, I will pick the right side here. So I can drop a column here. Oh, there is no line to pick, that is why there is no line to pick. So I'm going to do something, I'm going to copy this line. Alright, so again I'm going to pick the column, copy selection, so I'm going to drop this one here. Alright, so I'm going to, I don't want to drop a column here because I have an hack here and I want to maintain this hack, so I'm going to drop the column here instead, and I will drop a column here instead. Alright, so now I can delete these temporary lines. Alright, can delete this one as well. Okay, now I am done with the first floor columns. Don't forget I said this window can be shifted to the right since we have more space here, so just to accommodate this column, at least for the purpose of this training. So let's do it that way. Now we have the columns for the first floor and we have the columns for the ground floor. Oh, I didn't do for this side, so let's quickly do something. Let's draw a line, construction line, vertical, okay, then horizontal. Alright, so I'm going to copy selection and pick this side. Alright, so I'm going to shift this window as well to the right in order to accommodate this column. Right, so okay, so we are done placing the columns. Now what we are going to do next now is we are going to select all the columns. So I will select this and then I will go to select similar, then all the columns will be selected, just the first floor columns will be selected. So I will do the same thing for the ground floor columns. I will select the columns, then go to select similar. So now I have selected all the columns. Then I will now go to I can go to copy selection, then I will just move it like this. Yeah, this one also moved along with these other ones because, you know, since we clicked on select similar, that is why we have this. So we can just delete these ones. Alright, so now we have the columns for the first floor and the ground floor, and now we want to proceed with the general arrangement. Now what we are going to do next is we will have to create another layer for the axis. So now I will go to axis layer, I will create another layer for the axis, then go to axis, then let's change the color to maybe this. Okay, so I will go to X line, that's the construction line, then I will go to H, that is horizontal construction line, then I will click on the centers of the columns. Okay, alright, we are done with the horizontal line, so let's do the vertical. I will click on my space bar to repeat the command, then I will type V, that's vertical. So I will pick the center lines, I mean the center points of the columns again. So here I will pick the center as well. Alright, so we are done. Then the lines are too long, so I'm going to draw a rectangle around the lines. Then I will go to trim, then I will, oh sorry, let's do it again. Alright, so I can now delete this rectangle. Also I can delete these lines. Oh, I didn't cut this area, oh sorry. Okay, let's just have something like this, then cut, trim. Alright, so let's delete this. Alright, so this is a general arrangement, but we are not done yet. So the next thing we do now is you know, we will now, because I want us to know the beam positions, the where we have the slabs and all that. So I want us to do everything on the AutoCAD here before we now go into the modeling of the members in the robots and Protastructure. So now what we are going to do now is that we are going to model we're going to draw lines for our beams. Now for the beams, I'm going to create another layer. So I will go to layer properties again, then I will create a layer. So now I will just write beam, or should I say the ground floor beam, ground floor beams. Alright, so now I will go to ground floor beams here. So I can change the color. I would like to have a blue color. Okay, now alright, blue color. Also I would like the line width to be like this. Also I want this hidden lines. Okay, all right, so now I will go to polyline, or to make it faster I can go to construction line, then I will go to horizontal first. All right, I'm trying to draw the lines for the beams. All right, so that when we get to the software interface, we would have known where the beams are going to pass. So all right, so let's do for the vertical as well. So we go to repeat X line, then this time around vertical. So I will just click like this. It's very simple. Just all right, so escape. So now I have this. So what do I do next? We now trim. So I will go to trim. So I'm going to trim all this. Don't make a mistake by trimming the axis lines. Just trim the beam lines. Okay, we are trying to trim the excess beam lines. It's always good to place your members under layers, so that when you are trying to select, you can select them easily. All right, we are almost done. Okay, now I can press escape. Now you can see everything looks colorful. These are my beams, my ground floor beams, and these are my ground floor columns, my first floor columns. And don't forget, we have a staircase around here. So this is a staircase area, so we can just let me do something. We just change this line back to this, then this, change the color to white. I want to draw another line to show the staircase area. So I will just draw a line like this. Like this. All right, so this is the staircase area. I can we're going to label this as the staircase area. So now Another thing we are going to do now is that we are going to draw the GA for the roof beams. So what do? We are going to select the first floor columns. So let's select this, select similar. Also I will select the beams, select similar. Then I will now right click, copy selection. Then I will now have this, escape, so we can delete this one. So I can move this here. Alright, I'm sure you are learning one or two things. So now we are going to, this is the roof level, so we will just delete some of these beams like this. I can delete this one, I can delete this one, I can leave this. We won't have staircase here now. This is roof level, so I can just delete this one as well. So now this is the roof beam layout. So now I can copy the axis, so I will just select this axis, all the relevant axis. I can select them, this one, select this one, this one, this one. All right, so I can now go to copy selection. So I will pick this corner, then I will just drop it here, then escape. Oh, I didn't copy these two other ones, so I can just select them like this, then copy selection, pick this corner, and then you drop it here. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to label the columns. This we are going to see in the next episode. Thank you very much for following. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel.